Here's a way for brand new realtors with no listings of their own to sell a ton of real estate. You don't need to advertise on a bus bench or a bus. You don't need newspaper advertising. You don't need to put out flyers. You don't need a website. The only thing you really need is a cell phone. So I'll bet you're really curious how you can avoid all these traditional expenses and keep it simple. Well, here's how. You take advantage of the smartphone revolution. It's happening everywhere. There's more smartphones than there are computers now. And here's what you do. All you do is you produce this little sign down here. And it says text. In this case, it's a demo, 123 Main to 76,000 for details there. It can be any address you want. We can create this little code for you. And as soon as a person does that, they use it, they want to get details, it'll even take them to a website. The minute they text, you got them. So what happens when they text? Well, there's an automatic capture of their information. So you get automatic leads. Also, as soon as they text, you get immediate information sent to you by text or email about the person who texted. You have the option of calling them by phone if you want to talk to them. But you don't have to talk to them. You can send out information on other listings by text to anybody who's text, and you create your own private list. So you can send out a text at 9 a.m. for an open house at noon. And that's because all texts are read within 15 minutes. You can't do that with any other media. You can't do it with postcards or newspapers or even email, because nobody reads all their email. But they do read their text, and that's a 97% read rate as opposed to about a 17% read rate with email or 1% with newspaper or printed media. Now, if there's a sudden price reduction in the house, you don't have to, how are you going to tell everybody? It's easy. You just send out a text. It goes out within 3 seconds. And 97% read rate within 15 minutes. Everyone who's ever texted about that house is going to know about the price reduction. Okay, and buyers can remove themselves from the list anytime, so the realtor really is left with only interested buyers. And here's why you don't need a business card, because it's automatically sent to their cell phone. They can't throw it away, and it's got a picture of you and everything, unless they actually go in there and go to the effort of deleting it, which is slightly hard to do. But it's not a piece of paper that can be just chucked out of their wallet. So if you're the only one doing this, well, who's the realtor they can look at any time on their cell phone? It's going to be you. Okay, try this demo on your smartphone. Text Dunbar to 76,000. I'm going to do a live demo on an iPhone just to show you what it looks like. Okay, here's a demo on how you send a text message to an iPhone. Click on the little message green button. It gives you a list of your old messages, and up here, touch the right hand corner. And you're going to send two. Normally this would be to a phone number or somebody in your contact list. In this case, we're just going to send it to 76000. That's the short code. It's just like a phone number. Okay. And here in the text message, we're going to send it to D-U-N-B-A-R, Dunbar. That's the short code address for a real estate listing. Send that out.
Alright, and what we get back is a Century 21 listing. It's for 1.9 million. Has basic text information. It's built in 1925, has 6 bedrooms, 2.75 bathrooms, 2799 square feet. And if you actually reply with your name to view, then we'll have a person's name in the database. If they don't reply, that's okay too. Down here is a notification of where this comes back on the realtor's phone. The number that the person texted from, and the code name is Dunbar, so you know it's the Dunbar listing. So that happens to be my phone number because I'm the one that texted, but it would be the texter's phone number. It wouldn't appear, of course, on their cell phone, but it would appear on yours. Okay, now if they want to call the realtor right away, they could just touch that phone number and it'll call them. I'm not going to do that on this demo. Or if they want to see the listing, just touch the little link and there's the listing. So we can see the address, all the details, everything that is on the website is here. And there's more information, so they can get the real detailed information here, and then they can still call. So if I actually touched one of these here, I could call them. Not going to in this case. Okay, so that's great. They call the listing realtor, but what happens if you're the selling realtor here? All right, let's go back to the messages. All right. Now, if they reply with their name, which I'm going to do here, that goes into the database with the name recorded. If they don't reply with the name, that's fine. You can just leave it. You'll still get the phone number. And a little message will come back thanking them for sending their name. All right, there's the reply message thanking them for sending their name. If you're the selling realtor, you can call them back immediately and talk to them because you can get the database information out of the database. I can provide that to you. You can look it up yourself. I'll give you an account. And you can talk to them. If they happen to make it to the listing realtor, even though it was your sign that was underneath the listing realtor sign, you can still get to them before the listing realtor gets to them because you have the immediate contact information, whereas the realtor doesn't, unless they actually go to the website and call the realtor right away. So you have to make up an agreement between you and the listing realtor as to how you're going to deal with this. Anyway, there's I can explain that more in a phone call if you have any questions, so just give me a call. Okay, 5 minutes after they've texted for information, they'll get back this business card on their cell phone actually. And it says, thank you for viewing this, contact me. You can have it say anything you want. Let's take a look at it and see what it looks like. And in this case, I just made up a quick one here just saying thank you for watching the demo. It's my picture. It's my contact information. You can click to call. Or you can send me an email if you want to. But basically now I'm in your phone. I won't get thrown away like a paper card. And the only way I'm going to leave your phone is if you actually go in and actively try to delete me. But there's no point in doing that. It takes too much effort. So I'm going to be the realtor in your phone. Okay, now a lot of realtors like to use QR codes in their newspaper ads. But the problem is, if you just use a plain QR code, it only takes you to the website. And you lose the customer. You don't get their lead. You don't get the information. So here's a little bit better way of doing it. I'm going to scan this QR code. Alright, and here's what it gives me. All I have to do on an iPhone is press that there, and it's all set up to automatically text. This way, if they text, at least you get their information, you get the lead. Just a plain old QR code going to the website won't do the trick. And what you want is to get the lead. Okay, the other thing you can do is just leave plain old text in there and forget about the QR code altogether. It's probably just more of a distraction now. If you put this in a newspaper ad, along with a picture of the house, little description, just the sharp blurb that you usually get in a newspaper ad. As long as you got that text information there and people text to it, you're going to get all sorts of leads off of the newspaper because you're going to capture the lead. Plus, they'll be able to browse it on the internet too.
So the message is just don't waste this tiny, inexpensive billboard. It is like a billboard. And it's the way of the future. Don't be stuck in your old ways. This is the way to go for a fraction of the cost of the traditional ways of doing real estate advertising with postcards and newspapers and bus benches and you name it. This is a fraction of the cost, 1%. Okay, so you want to get started, just call me. My name's Reiner, spelled Rainer, but pronounced Reiner. My company is Canada Text Marketing. The number is 778-887-8350. You can also check my website if you want at textnet.ca. And there you go. Give me a call and start to do some sales, especially in this market. I'm sure you can sell a ton of other people's listings. Thank you.